we know where the cobia are supposed to be hanging out,
Right.
Brian. Now we got to catch a little bit more bait, fill up that live well back here. This is a big pond out here. What exactly are you looking for to find where we can fish for bait?
I'm looking for that right there. If you look on the sonar machine where it's thick, this is an area where it's sand patches and big grass bottom. So the pinfish will hang in that area. It'll be mainly over the grass, but they can venture onto the sand. The trout love it when they go on the sand because they get nabbed. But
4, 5, 6 feet, something like that?
yeah. Right now we're in about 6 foot of water, big grass bed right below the boat right now. We'll kick the boat so the boat drifts perpendicular to the wind, and we'll get 3 of us trying to get a couple dozen big hand-sized pinfish.
You know, catching bait can be just about as challenging as actually catching the sport fish that we're after, and that's why it's important to have a good sonar machine. So, I mean, we're only in 4 or 5 feet of water here, but what that's telling us is where the weed beds are at. And if we drift off of them, there we go, okay. If we drift off the weed beds, then you're, you know, in the desert essentially, and you need to reposition yourself. All right, one to go in the well here.
There we go, and that's good size right there.
Swinging right here. Grouper candy. Cobia candy.
Thank you, sir. Cobia candy. You know, everything out here eats pinfish, Brian.
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
It's like the little M&M. Ooh, there you go.
Little catfish. Ooh.
These hardhead catfish are good cobia bait, but they're also a little dangerous. You got the 3 top fin, and you got their pectoral fins right here. So, and if you throw them in a live well, you can get finned, and it is painful. They got a lot of bacteria and poison on these fins. So what I do is just take a pair of water snips and just remove the danger from the fish. And they still remain frisky, but they're just unarmed. That goes right in the live well. And cobia love these things.
You know, Brian, we're catching quite a variety of species out here bait fishing. Is there one particular type of bait that a cobia prefers over another, or does it really make any difference?
Well, like I said before, that blue runner is probably the best you can get because it's so frisky and lively. And that plays out with any other bait. The friskier it is, the more lively it is, the more incentive that cobia is going to chase it down and eat it. It's like cat and mouse. Now, for grouper, those squirrelfish, or there's actually a sand perch we refer to as a squirrelfish, are excellent bait. And of course, the pinfish or anything will eat that.
Yeah.
So.
This is the primary forage fish out here for trout, for gosh, for tarpon, for, there you go.